All right, we are on hole number 9 of the Gridiron tournament. We're in Monday's practice round. And we are on hole number 9. Maybe. All right. So the question here is, so usually when I'm practicing, and I'm practicing for these tournaments, Monday, the most important thing on Monday in any of these practice rounds is establishing what we're going to do for the drive. You know, are we going to drive out here? Is that our goal? Because when you're playing one-on-one, there may be times when you have a massive headwind and you can't bridge the gap to get over here. So this is the shot that you're going to take, because you turn that pure headwind like this when you're going over here, and now you've got a side wind. So sometimes you may have wind coming from this direction, and it would be better to shoot this shot over here. So you're going to change your shot in one-on-one play, and you're going to change what you use based on the wind direction. So if you're getting favorable wind, you can go any way you want. This down here is probably the safer shot, but it doesn't give you as good a second shot as this does, even though this one is a little bit farther away. If you're going to come at it from over on this side, you don't have a lot of green to work with. So in my opinion, this is a backspin deal if you're going out here. So I think I'm going to go out here, and I'm going to bring backspin clubs with me. So we're going to start off. We'll demo that one, and we'll just see how far we can get out there. So we're going to take some backspin clubs with us. All right, sorry about that. So we're going to pick our backspin clubs here. And let's see what bag. Like this bag, we already have some backspin clubs in. So let's switch this one around. We are not going to need we might need our Guardian. So we're just going to take everything that's backspin here. Let's make sure we know what our numbers are. That's 1.9. I think this one's 1.9 as well. That one's 1.2. Houdini, 1.9. Somewhere in that neighborhood. 1.5. 1.1. Okay, so we got some pretty good clubs here. We're going to take a big ball, and we may need the wind to help us, so we're going to bring our Titan. If we find that that the wind's not helping us, that we're taking the wind out, or that we're not having to use that wind in order to achieve our goals, we can switch to a Kingmaker. That'll give us better options on the second shot. All right, hole number 9. My yard people are here. And I go first. And we've got a pure tailwind. Excellent. So we will have to account for that tailwind. And there's no way we're going to get over. An expert, you might be able to get over because the wind's going to be so much harder. You know, this might actually be a hole for a big topper. So I'm going to give myself a couple rings down there, and it's a 4-3. So there's 4-2. There's 2 rings. And we'll just try a straight up shot. Isn't it perfect? Now it's real critical we watch this landing spot right here. Okay, we had probably about a ring, so it carries a little bit farther down there than what it looks like it's going to. It carried about at least a good ring. We left 2 solid rings of area down there. If we would have pushed it up against it and left 1, there's a good chance we would have clipped the rough on that drive shot. So it's super important when you're taking the drive that you give yourself some room. Our opponent's using a QB. Let's see if they can make that with a... They're going to be able to easily make that over with a navigator. I think with some of the stuff that's here, this would be a great hole for a katana. It's going to give you plenty of distance on the drive, give you a little more side spin. It's going to knock the wind down just a little bit more. And it'll help you on the second shot, because it'll help you with the wind on the second shot, and it'll give you a little more power. It's a long ways to get over there. Okay, now we barely have a look at the hole here, and we're right at max club. We're 3-9. This is 2 rings is 3-8. And we hit it great to the right. And that's not good, because that sand there, it's a tricky little deal to get over that. It's very tricky to come out from that side. We should have just did the full backspin. That's why I brought all those clubs. I thought maybe I had a good enough look at it there. And that's the deal with over here, is the further down on this end that you can get. So instead of being out here in the middle, if you can end up more down towards the lower part, or if you can end up in this opening up here in the front, the lower you can get, the more of the green you're opening up for that second shot, and you can try and do that run in. If you end up way up in the front, you're probably not going to have any opportunity to do the run, and you'll have to do the backspin shot. But you can see where the pin's at. It's so close to the cuts up here, and it's right up at the top. There's a little flat area, and then it goes uphill again. And the green is just in a really, really tough spot. Guess we'll be missing our chip. But even with that, that still would have been an easy eagle. And there's going to be a lot of people who play this hole. There's going to be more people for sure who get birdies on this hole than get, I'd say the birdie eagle thing's probably going to be pretty close, but there's going to be a bunch of people that are going to get pars on this course, and they're going, this hole can eat your lunch. So getting an eagle here and having just a consistent shot to get an eagle, that's one of the things I don't like about the shot to the left, is that if you get out there and you're in the rough, you are in big trouble. If you're on the other side and you go long into the rough, I think you can still get on. So when you're talking about this hole right here, you know, if you epic fail anywhere in front of this line out here, you can probably still get on. So what you know, if you epic failed here in the front because you didn't give yourself enough room, or if you just clipped it right here and ended up a little short, you know, but here you're in the fairway. Here you are out of luck. You're not gonna get it. It'll be everything you can do just to bounce it over to here. You're probably better off to just play it safe and land out here and try and make that next shot. But if you're over in this area and you don't land on that fairway right here, you land in anywhere else, you can't make it over. So in one-on-one play, depending on the way the wind's blowing, you're going to find yourself having to shoot this shot over here quite often. And if you've got a bag that's got a QB in it, this is definitely a hole to take your QB, because it gives you a lot more options. But I think in the tournament, our goal is to try and get as far down here along this line or in the front of this. You know, this is the area here that we really want to be in, because it opens up the green and it gives us a much better picture of the green. The farther up here you get, the more you put the sand into play. But if your whole intention is to come here and do a backspin shot where when you approach the green, you're actually trying to start your bounce off on this side and you're trying to do a pure backspin deal to get it to come into the hole, and you're taking the sand trap completely out of play, that if that's your goal when you get up here, yeah, get up here as far as you can possibly get. But if you do end up low down here, it will increase the look. You know, here's the line to the sand, and so if you can get below that line or anywhere in this area right here, you can see where the line to the green is. You know, this is your swing that you're looking for. You want to be in this area. Anything other than that area, you're almost suboptimal. All right, that was hole number 9 of the Gridiron tournament in the opening round of the rookie division. Thanks for watching.